Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Pokemon Sleep. I hope you all had a great night of sleep. Feeling pretty good. Made sure that I didn't make the same mistake that I did yesterday. And try to make a better day as a result of it. But let's head in with the day already in progress. Check out last night's sleep research and see how things have gone. So we'll circle back to this all in a minute. Okay. Full 100 sleep score, all at once. Slept in just a couple of extra minutes more than I did last time. And looks like I needed some of that deeper sleep. Needed a little bit more recovery time. So we get slumbering sleep. It is event balanced sleep, so thankfully that's not going to come into play for today. But it is good that... good to see slumbering show up. 119 million drowsy power, but a lot of 1-stars. So maybe some higher profile 1-stars. We are getting towards the later half of the week here, so we should be expecting to see some big stuff. So we got Luxio atop belly, new sleep style. Happy to see that. We got Pikachu, we got Palmo, another Pikachu trying to as best to camouflage. Ekans, poison type. Interesting that made it into the mix. Mime Jr., Magnemite, a Graveler. Am I missing anything? I feel like I'm missing something. Is there any that are just hanging out that I've just completely missed? I feel like there's like one that I'm not seeing. No one hanging out in the woods where like I just can't. Alright. We'll let the fast forward take care of the rest. Yeah, no, that's the 7 and then the one atop belly. Felt like there was one more. Okay. Not bad. That actually is a nice chunk of XP and Dream Shards. For a middle evolution atop belly. And just have the 3-star to go on. Very nice. That feels good. Just Ekans as our guaranteed hungry. I've at least got a Luxio, so I don't have to try to get that. Magnemite. This is one of those opportunities for recruit Pokemon that having it on its last pip is actually beneficial. I can make some progress. Graveler, I've got progress on as well. But one bonus biscuit is not going to be enough. Let's see what my daily gift for today is. Know all the tools I'm working with for today. And I'm getting a biscuit back. So I've got an extra biscuit to play with. So is that the call? Because realistically... Shinx would be the thing I'm still looking for, because I do still want that tomato oil. This doesn't have a lot of progress on it. It still would be, of the things that are here, the thing I'm most looking forward to try to get. I don't need another Graveler. It just happens to be there. It just happens to be in a space where I could take it home if I wanted it to. That's a tough call. Because these are the biscuits I've got going into next month. This is... I've realistically got, you know, effectively 2 more sleep researches before we start seeing anything related to the Legendary Beasts related research, but it is a tough call. I'm definitely going to take home the Magnemite. It's just a no-brainer just at 1. It's fine. But is it worthwhile to gamble a little bit and see if I get anything big on the Luxio just because that's what I'm looking for? You know what? I am going to do that just for that sake. I'm at least going to make an effort to make progress. No big hit. Big hit would have been wonderful, but it didn't happen. But the progress has been made. If it shows up again, great, wonderful, well. But I will use that extra biscuit from today to take home Magnemite. So net use of 0 biscuits today. And that I can wholeheartedly endorse. With that, we'll move on from snack time. That's enough for today. Not a bad call. I've been basically bouncing back and forth between Shink's family and Palmy family. It feels like all week. But today, we'll share Palmy family. Good. So we're about 1/8 of the way through levels. So making some good progress on the research XP. And a good chunk of dream shards, which is good because we're going to put a whole bunch of them into play. And hopefully it's the last mini candy boost for a little bit. Our 1 skill check for today. A naughty by nature Magnemite. Skill specialist. No berry finding in the first slot. We've got oil and fiery herb. Not a terrible combination. Not a terrible combination at all. Let's see. We've got a skill level up in the first spot. Not bad considering it does have 2 evolutions, so a leg up doesn't hurt. Inventory up. Happy to see that. Skill trigger, even better. Ingredient finder is okay, and helping speed is a very nice end. Ah, how does naughty nature, which is speed of health up, main skill chance down, how does that play into things? Let's take a comparison, shall we? I want to see how this plays out. So skill level up, because it is nice to have that, to have this for green grass for hot space increase. That's steel type. I know inventory up won't have a direct, it's really just a matter of how frequently I have to check the game. Ingredient finder. And then helping speed. See how bad this is. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just run it to 65. I should be running this as a Magnezone though. That's what I should be doing. We're gonna play the jump around game to find Pokemon that I'm trying to run this as. There we go. It's bad. It's so bad. Okay, let's say, hey, cool, we're going to use a neutralizing mint. Better, but still. Yeah. I think this is going to be a skip for now and keep looking for something else. That's fine. It's not an absolute priority. That's just really a nice to have. We do have a couple of missions, so So I just got to give out 1 biscuit tomorrow. That's easy. Premium biscuit. That's job done. We got to Master 3. I cooked. Lunch counted for that. And we finished getting the berries. So the only other one is to just, between tonight's research and Sundays, see if we can pick up 3 Pokemon. We'll see what happens. Not that big of a deal if I don't. We still got... So it's 415, so that's enough. Yep, that'll be enough to clear out the last of the exchange biscuits. So I can now start building up for the end of next month. And we'll see how many Master Biscuits I get through. I think effectively, at this point, I feel very confident with where I am with Suicune and Raikou. So I'm only going to use any of the Premier Biscuits to get them, but Master Biscuits on Entei to try to get a good Entei. I did make some adjustments to the team. So I do have Quagsire and Victory Bell on. Oof. Oh, mushrooms. Come on. I need mushrooms. To try and start gathering resources for tomorrow's big cook. Oh, I'm actually ahead of schedule for once. I'm usually not home by the time that it's actually time to cook dinner. Ooh. Isn't that exciting? Alright, I'm going to give it a minute, because what I'm going to do is go take care of the mini candy boost ahead of time, just to give myself a moment. Egg on my face a little bit for that. Usually I'm not, if I'm coming in for the evening recordings, it's because I'm then getting after 6 o'clock. Alright, so 45. So we're not quite getting the 3 levels per boost this time, but we're making good strides. Tomorrow will be the last of it. Even if it gets to 47, might get to 48 because of how close it is now. I'm just going to get it all the way to 50 so I can get that Ingredient Finder S up to M. Cool. That at least feels good. That amount of productivity. We're going to get dinner right on time. Glaceon did a fantastic job through the last bit of the night. I woke up to a double trigger for the first time. That was great. Wasn't an extra tasty breakfast, but it was still good to clear out a whole bunch of space and also give me the opportunity that, cool, I can now start taking some of those empty ingredients, since this will be the last cook that I have before Sunday when I want to be making other dishes, to focus on that. Oh, no, I don't want to use tomatoes. I want to hold off on those. Perfect. No extra tasty. It's okay. I got to level 64 on the Dizzy Punch Spice Curry, so now it's in its final stretch. We'll see next time that curries come around. I may try for the first 4 ingredient curry and try to expand out. It's really the potatoes that are holding me back on making that reliably. Is it the potatoes? So it's the Dream Eater butter curry. No, potatoes aren't. I've got a golem that is really good at farming potatoes. This is really, honestly, probably what I should have been focusing on through this week. I've only made this 4 times. That's crazy. But yeah, this is definitely the dish to try next time, and this is what I can start working on. I think I just usually focus more on the coffee dishes, just because those intrinsically have a little bit of a higher value just as the ingredient itself, but it should be the go-to with a 69 size pot for me that should be the next step, to start working on that. And the reason it isn't showing up is because I've only made it 4 times, so it's only at 11,000 dish strength. So comparatively, it's lower, but like I make that for a week, this is going to be outclassing it every single time. But for tomorrow, it's going to be the Hidden Power Perk Up Stew. I've got enough soybeans to get started. I will probably at end of night get the soybean collector on, so it'll be good that I've got that golem ready to go. Put the golem on there. Victory Bell has almost got 2 meals locked and loaded, and I've got plenty of coffee. So that's going to be probably get another mushroom collector on there because I don't have enough to even get to it this morning for tomorrow morning. So that'll be a point before getting to bed. Collect what's there, and then get a fresh team in there to get the rest of those ingredients. Oh yeah, there we go. There's all the tomatoes that I will need for those first 2 meals. Just all berries, please. Thank you. Perfect. Just keep boosting. That's right. It didn't bother getting into this menu. I was so excited to get cooking. No news, no medals, no gifts. Community. 42 reports from the community. Excellent to see. Thank you everyone for your continued sleep research. All those candies go to good use. All right. Well, that covers everything that I have from our regular sleep research perspective. I will be back tomorrow morning in your more regularly scheduled time to wind down the last of Triple Type Week, hopefully see either any of the Pokemon I've been looking for, and finally maybe check off another ingredient collector off my list. That'd be nice. But wind down Triple Type Week, get my soybean collector 250, which will be great. That'll be a nice dovetail because they'll be on for the rest of the day to kind of help get soybeans for the Perk Up Stew. And should be time to settle in on a game plan for the Legendary Beasts weeks. Kind of know what's going on. So we'll review the news to go along with that, and I guess I'll just talk through what my strategy is going to be. So tune in tomorrow to see what that's going to look like. Not that I expect it to be different than kind of what I already previously discussed, but we'll come back to it. Be better to talk it through. That's all I have for today. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope your Triple Type Week's going great. Let me know in the comments below. See you back tomorrow with some more sleep research. But until then, sleep well.